Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thanks so much for being here. So guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Michelle. I'm going to do a read for the second half of June, and we're going to see what wants to come up here. Actually, I should say the first half of June. Sorry. Rewind. First half of June, okay? And this is going to be for you and who. And the who could be a friend or family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, a person of interest, or one side of a situation or another, okay? So keep that in mind. That being said, on June 5th, we've got a full moon that's coming into play. It's called a strawberry moon, and it won't be red, okay? So just note that. I think maybe centuries ago, years and years ago, it had a red hue to it, but now it's just all about the symbolism behind it, which is all about strawberry season. The heat of the summer is starting to begin. You know, that's kind of the indication of that. Also a lot of marriages around this time. So it's also called the honeymoon, a different aspect of that too. So summertime, lots of marriages and things like that. So whatever you had your intentions that were set on the previous new moon, which was on May 22nd, you do want to check that out and kind of check in with yourself and make sure that you're on track where you're at, because you should have made some progress during that time. And if not, then you definitely want to book a coaching session with me, a discovery session up here. All right. I can help you become a little bit more accountable in terms of that. So if you need a partner, in order to help make that happen, even we coaches need coaches. Okay. So I've got one. So there you have it. All right. I do want to mention our brand new 5-week class that's coming up. You guys, it's weekly. It's every Thursday. It's going to be starting on June 4th. Beautiful time, and it's going to end on July 2nd, just before the birth of America, and you can celebrate even the birth of your soul at that time in tandem with that by going through the class. And it's about truly igniting yourself from the inside out, so you can actually achieve your dreams in work, in your life, even if it's to reignite passion, the energy that you have for life, to get back on track, because a lot of us are reinventing ourselves right now. A lot of us are starting our own businesses. A lot of us are, taking that side hustle a little bit more seriously, or maybe they're just becoming a little more serious, in terms of the goals that you have in life. And if you're looking to eliminate some of the behaviors that might keep you and hold you back from that, you definitely want to check it out. Okay. So again, it's 5 weeks. I'm going to leave the link in my description box, but also up here to definitely check it out. The best part about this is that you don't have to know your life's mission in order to really, get to where you want to be. That's what we're going to cover in there. So if you're kind of concerned on what that is for you, then you definitely want to check it. It is a pilot program exclusive, which I'm only going to be offering a limited number of people in this at an introductory rate. After that, it's going to go up, okay, considerably. So I do want to let you know that. So please do check it out if you are interested and want that motivation and inspiration and want to get on track in terms of your life's mission, as it pertains to your life overall, or maybe in your work or in your relationship. But we're going to be covering all of that, so I can't wait to have you join us. So check it out. All right, so let's jump into this and see where you are at. All right, let's see where you're at. We're going to use a lot of different cards at this time, so we're just going to see what's going on. So let's take a look in terms of let's take a look in terms of how you view your person. How do you view your person right now? What does that look like, Sag? Okay, what does that look like? You see this person as independent and actually, kind of lavishing in gratitude in what they've worked really hard for. This is the 9 of Pentacles, which is coming to fruition. So what this talks about to me is that this person, is really in deep gratitude. So much so that a bird has landed right on, her hand. So it's really beautiful, but it's actually earth energy. Could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo type energy. But how you feel about this person is they're independent, they're able to hold their own, all right? And so it's coming to fruition. So it is something that you're actually seeing in this other person. And they can take care of themselves. They've got a lot of confidence, right? That's that yellow with the solar plexus chakra there, all right? So that's what I see here. We're going to see what else wants to come through here. What else? Yeah, they're working really hard. They've been working really hard on whatever it is. Now, it could be that they've been working hard on the relationship, but it could be that they're working hard at work, and this is about balancing themselves out. Okay, so they're really focused on their work right now. I know a lot of us are, because we're going through a lot of shifts and some changes And we're kind of sorting things out as what things are long term for us too. Okay. So let's see what else. Yeah, they're in the driver's seat. Okay, so this is a major arcana card, and they're just balancing. You know, it's definitely balancing themselves, because what's interesting is, well, this is a 7 card. It's and this is about having faith of being able to manage and balance, you know, the light and the dark, the unconscious and the conscious, but being in charge. Now, they could have bought a new car. That could have been the case as well. But I think they're using spiritual guidance to balance their life out in terms of moving forward. So how you see this person is that they're in charge of their life. They're moving forward. They're doing a really good job and definitely working hard. I want to pull another card from another deck and see what wants to come out. What do we want to pull? Let's pull some moon phases and see what wants to come out. What are they at? They're very close at achieving their goal, okay, Sag? So whatever it is that they're focused on, they've got a goal in mind, and they're very, very close to achieving that. And anything else, their confidence is their key to a success. And we just covered that too. So this is kind of cool. But yeah, that's what I see coming into play there. All right. Anything else in terms of how you view this other person? How do you view them? Healing. They're kind of reconnecting with their true nature. So they're maybe getting on path, you know, in terms of what it is that they want to do and working towards their mission in life and in love, whatever that is. But this is saying is that they had gone through a healing situation, and what they're doing is reconnecting with themselves. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay. Whatever it is that there's their true natures, they're working hard towards that. And I think that's just the beautiful thing. And again, that's what this new upcoming class is about. Igniting your life from the inside out blueprint is all about. So there you have it. Check it out. But they've gone through some healing. So after the healing aspect of maybe something that perhaps didn't work out, that they're now focused on their purpose. Let's take a look at how they view you. Okay, how your lover or this other person on this other side views you. Just in case you don't have a relationship, it could be one side or another. Okay, so here we go. What is it? They view you. This is teamwork and collaboration. So they see you in terms of teamwork, collaborating. This is the three of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo type energy. Still a lot more Earth energy here. But yeah, teamwork. Maybe you work with them. Maybe you're going to business with them. They're working with you. You're helping each other. This is teamwork and collaboration for the greater good. Okay, so that's what they're doing. All right, how they view you. They view you as being very structured, very solid in terms of what you're doing, okay? Very set on your situation, so standing in solidity. This is about this Aries type energy as well. This brings out the 4 of, reduces to a 4. This is a card that is a 4 card, which is about grounding themselves in terms of what has worked for them. So they're very focused on structure right now in terms of that. But that's exactly what I see. Major Arcana cards. So they're being very, clear with their boundaries and very solid and structured. They're moving away. They're moving into calmer waters, whatever it was before. They feel that you are moving more into calmer waters, and you're not focused on them anymore. They feel that it's like growth, that there's been growth here, and it's about moving on to calmer waters. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. Anything else on how they view you? A new opportunity, the Ace of Wands. Wow. So the Ace of Wands, this just talks about here, there's some sort of inspiration or creation. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. So this is you. I really feel that they want a new opportunity with you. They feel that you want a new opportunity with them. But how they view you as a new opportunity, they do. They want a new opportunity with you. I'm going to pull another card to see what wants to come into play. How this person views you. Okay, what is it? What do they have? Adjustments will need to be required in this relationship or situation. So to make this work, there's going to be some adjustments that are going to be necessary for you two to come, together, or have some sort of agreement or communion of some sort. It is saying that luck is on this person's side. So how they view you is they feel that luck is on your side. They really do. And again, this is Sagittarius type energy. So this is great. This is great. They feel that luck is on your side, and in terms of this situation, and that your dreams do need a practical plan. Okay, it's probably what I see a little bit more earth energy in it, but your dreams, they see that your dreams do need a practical plan in order to move forward. Okay, so that's what I see. Anything else in terms of a love card on how your person views you? Let's see what this is. They feel that you're a little apprehensive. Okay, they do feel that you are a little bit more in terms of moving out into the world. You've got a little bit of doubt and fear, in terms of moving forward. So you're kind of staying close to home and kind of doing what you can do right now and kind of holding things out. This is saying that maybe a change of perspective is needed, perhaps, but they see you as being apprehensive about going about into the world and doing what it is you do and what you want to do, okay? Or apprehensive about this relationship or situation, okay? So that's what I see. And what are your needs? Is it that your needs are right now, Sag? We're going to pull from the love journey. Let's see what this is. What is your needs right now? What does that encompass? The Temple. Wow, you're really going within. So this is really beautiful. What number card is this? Okay, so it's a 14 card, reduces to a 5. There is a change. There's like this spiritual change that's happening within you. Okay, this card it's called the Temple. And what's interesting about this card is that this is saying is that I don't know if you meet in a sacred. It's like a sacred space that you're going to, a sanctuary. That you're in need of right now. So you need to kind of go into your sanctuary right now, whether it's just going within and kind of hibernating at home a little bit more than usual. But that's what this is saying, because it's about, maybe if you're in a relationship, it's more about making love, having a better connection, kind of that type of thing, like this temple between both of you. But it's about choosing to give yourself the gift of inner sanctuary, and whatever that means for you. So Cedric can mean a lot of things. This is about just going within yourself, right? Take time to really smell the flowers and get the pleasures of life, and really renew your connection with your own inner love. And it starts there, of course, right? It's just to take in the senses, to go outside, and ride your bike, and do whatever it is that you do, just to get outside and do that. Just focus on what moves you and brings connection to yourself once again, is what this card reminds you. So it's about going within your own temple, of your own soul, which is key. Okay, so that's what your needs are right now. Anything else that's going to be important for you here? What else? Hidden beauty. Ooh, a 9 card, which is it talks about coming to fruition. This is beautiful. So this is about, take a look at this. What is it, 45 card? Yeah, so is it a 45? Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so it's coming to fruition. So this is about recognizing the beauty within you. And I think as you go into that inner sanctuary, that you're recognizing the inner beauty that does reside in you. All right, and it's beautiful. So yeah, that's what I see here. And it talks about that there's more to be revealed inside you when you take a moment to pause and go within. And so this is about be patient and looking closely with you. Have more of a softened heart, within your life on a day-to-day basis. It is offering divine guidance to you as well, okay? It's saying that there's a more beautiful perspective that you can take with yourself here, and about relaxing. All is as it is meant to be. And soon what's going to happen is you're going to really be able to see this time for yourself. When you're in solitude, your love starts to grow more for yourself. And as that fills up, you become stronger, more confident. And I got to tell you guys, that's one of the reasons why I have built this class, because I feel that it is so important for us to start there before we start, going anywhere else, because then we're able to attract the right people, the right supportive people around us, the right lovers, the right, partners, and that type of thing. I'm just such a strong proponent of it. after going through that myself. So I think it's such a beautiful thing. So definitely. But yeah, this is saying that's what this is talking about here. So just that's what's coming into play. I do want to see that's your needs right now, and anything else that wants to come through. Let's see what else in the other deck here. You are strong beyond measure. You are stepping into your power. And I think that's what happens, guys. You know, when we truly ignite the fire within our hearts and within our soul, and we know what our mission and our values of are in life, then we're able to step into that circle of fire. And that is one of the things we're going to be doing in the class. So I have to mention that. So this is kind of cool. This comes into play here. I love this. So stepping into your power right now and just realizing the power that you do have, the inner sanctuary, the inner beauty that you have, and kind of stepping into that. And it's kind of like this whole new world, and you're taking your light with you and shining on your journey. So this is really beautiful. Let's take a look at how this other person views this other person's needs. What your lovers, this other person's needs are. We know what your needs are: stepping into your power, recognizing your hidden beauty. Really, it's very, very key. But what is your lover's needs right now? What is that? Wow, the Swan. Interesting. What number card this? 67. It's a 13 card that reduces to a 4. And that is about stability. This is about leaning in. This is about going with the flow rather than going against it, right? So it's about being, making things a little bit more at ease. So this person's their needs right now is about going with the flow. Okay, so they've got a lot of things on their mind. It's about going with the flow right now and kind of leaning into love, leaning into the situation, and kind of leaning into the divine, and kind of, what is this? The swan. They kind of glide along the waters. As their feet are frantically paddling underneath the waters. But you're not letting anyone. This person is saying that you're not letting anyone see that about you. I think. Let me back up here for a minute, because they're kind of leaning into the situation. Their needs right now are kind of going with the flow. Okay, and it is about it's about having grace within themselves, and they're going to be shifting from hope to a really sense of attainment in spiritual growth and closeness to their heart. So this is about just being at practice in love, and this is about with the divine. And it's about dancing, singing, having, being involved in nature, doing whatever speaks to their heart. So this person as needs they need to do whatever speaks to their soul, and they're leaning into their soul and what their soul wants at this time. That's what they're doing right now. I'm going to pull another card to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. But that's what's happening, so they can get grounded, and that's kind of what they're doing. Anything else? The cloak. Wow. Now, see, the cloak is about something, maybe a mask or some sort of covering for security that they needed, but they're realizing now that as they move from the darkness into the brightness and the dawn of the day, is that they can take off that cloak and they no longer need that because they've elevated. So they've gone through some sort of change that they've elevated in, and the cloak, it was great for the time, but now that they could actually release that. So I kind of feel that it's a 5, and 5s are all about adversity. So whatever the cloak was necessary for in terms of security, it can be let go now, right? And to actually have a new dawn of a day, right? And that's what is coming into play there. So that's really kind of cool, and that's what I see kind of coming through here. Let's go ahead and see what else wants to come through in terms of their needs. What is their needs right now? What are their needs? Here is reflection. So there is about, going through any sort of illusions that have held them back, and kind of really examining themselves, and they're evolving. So this is really quite beautiful, and that kind of that same, kind of like the moonlight on the water actually starts the dawn of the next day, and this is about love. So I think this is really just about, reflection. This is about getting rid of illusions in their life, and their needs are about, they're reflecting on their own life. They're going through some self-examination and understanding where things were perhaps distorted that was keeping them from, evolving in a relationship or situation or just life overall. So they're evolving right now. Okay. Let's go in and just take a look at what is the current status of the relationship right now. What is the current status of the relationship right now? Let's take a look at some of the cards here and pull some tarot on this and see what wants to come through. Whoops. Need some cards here, flip the other way. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Well, this just wanted to come out. I'm just going to let it come out. King of Cups. Okay. So the status of the relationship is the King of Cups. And this is about equal balance in terms of emotions. So balancing out emotions on both sides in terms of your love life overall. But this is actually getting really, really balanced in that. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. You might have it in your chart, or the other person might have that in theirs. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So let's see, anything else in the current status of the relationship. Emotions are becoming stable, so that's a good thing. You're going through some healing, so we get the Star card. And this is about chakra healing. So this is about chakra healing, in terms of the 7 chakras. But this is also the true north, the kind of the star of what is balancing your chakras, so you can get to know what your true north star is for both of you in terms of the healing process, in terms of the relationship. So it could be that you might be dealing with Aquarius or someone that might have that in their chart as well. But that's a major arcana card. So it's a big thing. There's healing. But this is, it's also healing of the conscious and subconscious, or, the internal and external worlds. So it's about healing, going through some healing in there. What else? Yeah, these want to come out. Dang, wow. Cards are just flipping out. Wow. 2 other major arcanas. We get strength in the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about balancing things out, having strength to be able to pursue, and things that weren't working are now changing directions. There's a change of directions. You got 3 major arcana out of the 4 in terms of the relationship. You're going through healing, and it came out in this order. So you went through healing, that you've got the strength to go through that, and the things are changing. It's kind of preparing you for the winds of change, right? And balancing. So balancing of the emotions, going through the healing, getting rid of any sort of illusions, balancing out the energies of the situation, knowing that you've got the strength to continue. And again, more balancing of the chakra of the infinity symbol there, and then the actual new opportunity of the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. So if things were working, they are changing. Okay, let's take a look at what path that you need to follow. What is the next path that you need to follow in terms of this relationship or situation? What does that look like? What's the path that you need to follow? The path you would like your relationship to follow, I should say, Sag. What path would you like it to follow? Justice. You want fairness in this relationship or situation. You want equal balance. So that's what you're looking for. Major arcana card. This relationship is going through a big shift. There's no doubt about it. You want balance in this. So you want fairness. Okay. So that's key. All right. That's cool. And that's an 11 card, which is a master number, right? 2 people kind of going through the gateway. Let's see what else. You want clarity. Ace of Swords. This is about clarity. This is about, you want victory. You want the clarity. You want the victory. And this is, that's what this is saying. Yeah, it also talks about power, but this is about success. So the path that you'd like this to follow, you want success, you want clarity, you want victory, and you want balance in this relationship. What does this other person want? Let's take a look at what that is. Okay, what do they want? What is it? They want a family life. They want the 10 of Pentacles. So they want the wealth and establishment and family. They want, they want the whole shebang here, right? So this is about coming to fruition. So what they want is definitely, wealth and establishment in terms of a family life. That's what they're looking at. And that's a 10 card. So it means that that's exactly what they're focused on. Anything else? Yeah, they also want the 10 of Cups. Wow, this is awesome. You could be dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Maybe they also have water in their chart, but they want that happy family emotionally, and then also materially. They want both of that. And that's what they want in terms of their moving forward in their world. Wow. And they're working hard towards on that too. Wow. What aspects of the relationship do you need to consider most? What is that? What aspects of the relationship do you need to consider most for you, Sag? What does that look like? Yeah, the devil, the toxic energy that's about any sort of bondage that is holding you back, any sort of addictions that you both, or, that the relationship has gone through. But for you specifically, just to make sure that you are checking with any sort of addictions that you might be following through that wants to come into play. I'm going to pull my cards here. I want to find out what that is real quick. We're just going to pull something really quick. I want to see if anything wants to come out. What is this devil card? What is this devil card in terms of how the aspects of the relationship you really need to consider? Yeah, rediscovering that, that was past lives as a child, and now this is about your adult self. This is about, whatever has happened was now you're rediscovering that it was a part of your childhood, and now that you're adult, you're realizing that this addiction had to do with childhood there. Okay, so it definitely did, and it was an illusion. It was an illusion that you brought into your adult life, right? And now you're discovering that, you're rediscovering that that's the case, and now you're seeing things in a whole new light, kind of like a newborn, but you're really seeing that like a child. Yeah, you're transforming that of which wasn't serving you, and you are lighting that fire and making the change in that and creating the alchemy. Okay, and that is so cool. Okay, so if you have trouble doing, definitely Ignite Your Life program up here, check it out. Okay, but yeah, that's what I see here. What's the overall outcome, guys? What's the overall outcome? We're gonna pull a couple cards. What's the overall outcome? Here it is. What is it? Show the world the real you. So be you, and only your unique you, because you're unique, just like your own thumbprint, just like your own voice is unique. Very true. So that's what wants to come through for you. And anything else? Let's see before we go to the universe and get advice from the universe. Ooh, what is this? What is it? Admit your vulnerabilities. Okay, admit your vulnerabilities in the process. Sometimes that can be real sexy in the relationship or situation, and it's about living your soul and not living a role in terms of relationships. Live your soul. Okay, so that's what wants to come into play. What does the universe want to tell you before we check out here? What does the universe want you to know? What is that? Let's see here. What does the universe want you to know, Sag, in terms of this relationship or situation? Wow. Let's see here. Here it is. What is it? Love does not have to mean near. Wow, love does not have to mean near. So some are better loved at a distance. So in this relationship or situation, maybe it's better that you love at a distance. Note your comments below, guys. I'd like to know. Yeah, please definitely note your likes, subscribes, and shares. I so appreciate it. But this is say that, some are better loved at a distance for a while anyway. It says, besides, love doesn't really know the difference. Tally ho, the universe. Wow. So love doesn't have to be near. So what message does that apply to, what does that say to you, Sag? Note your comments below. I'd love to know. But yeah, it's just say some relationships you can just love at a distance, and that's better for you, especially if it comes to any sort of, addictions in terms of a relationship. But love doesn't know the difference. Love's just loves, right? So I'm sending lots of love to you too, and I look forward to seeing you in the second half of June. And until then, namaste.